Good morning. So, yeah, lots of cool and some not cool and some very interesting stuff has happened since 6.1 dropped. Um, First of all, I cannot decide on a hairstyle. I've been to the esthetician like mm, 6 times in like 5 days. Yeah, he's making a lot of give off on me right now. Also, I just want to say that I freaking adore this little butterfly headpiece. It is so freaking adorable. It's from the new Garo gear. You get it through Wolfmarks in PvP. It's really easy to get. It's for Dancer, Bard, and Machinist. And I think there's also one for maybe Gunbreaker. Um, One of the tanks has it for some reason. I don't know why a tank has a butterfly on their head, but it's cool. It's adorable. Um, yeah. So you might be wondering why I'm standing in an empty plot. It's because I'm thinking about putting in my lottery ticket for this plot. I have a small personal house in Lavender Beds. It's not a very good location. I mean, Lavender Beds is a good location. I prefer it for my personal. I did not want a house in Ishgard. It's just too dreary and cold and snowy, and I don't like snow in real life. Why would I want to see snow in a video game that I want to play? Anyway, congrats to the people who did win. And unfortunately, some people did not win through very unusual circumstances. So let's discuss this for just a minute. Since everyone else is talking about it, I guess I'll talk about it too. From my viewpoint, you may or may not know I'm a software developer, so I have a little bit more understanding of how this might be coded than just your average game player. Um, that's not to say that their opinion isn't also valid. It's just that I have more detailed understanding of how things might be happening. Anyway, so a couple of things that I've seen going on is one, there's a zero bug, which is to say that apparently the random number generator, when it was selecting people from the list, picked 0 instead of starting at 1. If you don't know, arrays in coding start at 0. So this was clearly coded as an array, and somehow 0 didn't end up getting assigned with a user, or maybe it's just picking somehow 0 got included into the options that it could pick from, and there was nobody assigned to 0. So nobody won those plots. And it literally says, like, there's pictures on the internet, on Twitter, it's super easy to find, where, like, for example, there's only one person that put in for a plot. It literally says participants won, and then it says you didn't win. That really sucks, because if you had known that you were getting a 50-50 shot, you may or may not have put in for that plot. You might have picked a different plot. Maybe you didn't like that plot. Maybe it was just one that you thought, I have a good chance at this. I'm the only person, so I'll definitely get a house. That's totally valid. Maybe it was a plot you really wanted. It doesn't matter. What matters is that people didn't know that 0 could win. And I honestly don't think that the developers knew that either. I'm really surprised it didn't get caught in QA testing, but that's neither here nor there. What is important right now is that this is going on, and they're going to try to fix it. Yoshi P has put out an update that they're investigating it. They're going to try their best to get it fixed. In the meantime, the acquisition period for land is going to be extended until who knows when. And that also means that the next lottery period isn't starting until who knows when. Probably once they get it fixed. So, the other thing that I've seen, some people are saying they're related. I'm not entirely convinced they are. I've also seen where multiple people have put in for one plot. Like, let's say there's like 7 people who put in for a plot, and the plot said there were no participants. I suspect that there's something going on with the verifying the participants' eligibility for the plot. Like, maybe those participants didn't have the required grand company rank. I don't know. That's just what I'm hypothesizing. Without being able to see the code, I won't know until Yoshi P says something. Hi, Opal. This is my cat, Opal. She's being very needy right now. Anyway, so we're just gonna wait for Yoshi P. They're gonna try their best to fix it. What I personally think is gonna happen is it'll probably take them about a week or so to sort out the 0 bug and or the no participants bug. What I think that they will probably do with the plots that didn't win, or that nobody won, presumably if you won a house, the house is probably yours. They're not going to take someone's house away because that would be even worse. Like, I know people in my FC who have almost completely decorated their house already. Like, they won a house, they're decorating it, they're happy, they got the house. Some people didn't win a house. They're understandably upset. I don't think anybody in my free company has gotten the 0 bug issue. But I do know a few people that didn't win, that other people won the plot that they wanted, and you know, they're not happy about not winning, obviously, but when someone else wins the house, it's okay. Somebody got it, somebody's gonna make use of it, somebody else is happy. A few people got apartments in Ishgard. So, yeah. But yes, so what I think is going to happen is I think that they're going to go through every single plot that did not, that doesn't have a winner right now. They're probably going to, if that plot only had 1 participant, like I've seen a bunch of screenshots of that, I'm going to guess that they'll probably give that plot to that 1 person who put in on it. If there were multiple people who put in on it, I'm personally guessing that they're gonna re-roll. They're gonna re-roll with only the participants that are eligible, and they'll notify people through, you know, the lodestone, what they usually do, and they'll tell you to go back to your plot and see if you won. If you did, then you'll probably have to put down the money again if you've already taken it out. But that would be fair. Like, if you won a plot, or if you were the only participant, you should have won that plot. If there were multiple participants, then one of those people should have won the plot. Some people are saying, like, it's as if the lottery, no one wins, and so next week you get a new. I don't think that was the intention. Yeah, that if that were the case, I think that the devs would have made it more clear. I really don't think that this was intended at all. I'm pretty sure that this is just an actual bug. If they intended for some plots to not go to anyone, it would have been written out in the instructions on, like, the lodestone, or Yoshi P would have mentioned it in one of the live letters, or something to that effect. This is something that they have to fix. It sucks really bad for the developers, and I feel super bad for whoever accidentally coded in that 0. And they probably hate themselves right now. And I really don't want them to. That is super bad when you know that you've messed up so much. But yeah, so anyway, I'm waiting for the next round where I'm going to put in for either a medium or a large. I kind of like this spot. It's nice off, out of the way. You basically have a personal bridge to your house. There's somebody down there. Well, it's an empty plot at the moment. Yeah, there's somebody right there, but I would never see that. But the plot itself is really weird. Like, you can barely walk in the gate. Like, now I'm Pam. I can't. You have to like walk in and immediately go this way. I don't know why this is the front of the house. Like, why wouldn't it either be down this area or maybe even over here? Like, okay, I get why it's not over here because you'd have to like actually run really far to get to the front of the house unless they put the gate like right here. But like, why in the heck is the front yard right here on this plot? This is weird. I'm gonna have to visit other plots where people have actually decorated their yard and see what it looks like. I'm thinking that you can probably float something like maybe here, but you can probably float something right here. Looks like you have your own personal fishing spot. It's a cute plot. I might put in for this one. There's a few mediums that were also super cute. So I'm hopefully gonna move and move up when the bidding comes open again. I really hope that they get this fixed soon. I know that Yoshi P is probably stressing over it hardcore. Poor Yoshi P. Poor devs. Whoever. I hope that they're not getting yelled at. I really do. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, the 0 bug was very bad. And I'm a little disappointed in some of the there's a person in front of me. I'm a little disappointed in some of the replies or the reactions that I've seen from people, because some people are saying like the entire lottery system is effed over and nobody's house is valid because everybody's number is off by 1. Well, no. Even if you were to take every single roll from all of the wards and take out one of the participants and then re-roll, some of those people would have won again. That's just the simple fact of random number generators. So some of those people would have won. Yeah, I don't like how you can like you bump into the corner of the wall just trying to get into your land. Anyway, so blah 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 blah. Please don't be that person that's like being mean to the devs or mean to other players who won just because they won and you didn't. That's not okay. But yeah, I hope they get this fixed. They will get it fixed. They will fix it. It might take some time. And then soon we'll be able to bid on any plot that comes open, and we'll have better chances. Even as bad as this is, as majorly effed up as the 0 bug is here, it still loads better than spending hours, days, weeks of your life clicking and clicking and clicking and clicking and clicking and clicking. Maybe I would feel different if I didn't have a house right now. I'm saying this as someone who has a small personal house, and I spent months searching for a house, and when the time that I finally won a small house for our FC, I had spent 47 hours over the course of one weekend barely sleeping. I'd sleep for a couple hours and then come back and just click, 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 click straight constantly. And then like someone would win or someone would relocate into that plot, and then we'd have to go search for new plots that are open. And this was towards the beginning of COVID-19. So like there were housing demolition was turned off. There were hardly any plots that would come open. It was hard. It was really hard. And then to see people win to bots. Like I get that you're frustrated to lose to a number 0, a thing that doesn't exist, but it's still better than losing to a bot, because you know that those bots are A, cheating, and B, they're probably RMT bots, and these people are just gonna like resell for, you know, real money, and so you lost a house to an RMT bot, and they're just in it for the money, and you actually wanted to use the plot. So, as bad as it is to lose to a random 0, it's still better than losing to an RMT bot, I think. But anyway, so I don't know what hairstyle I'm gonna do next. If you didn't know, I'm waiting for the... This is a tiny bit of a spoiler for Stormblood. So if you haven't finished Stormblood yet, end the video now. See you later. If you have finished Stormblood and you didn't know this already, Lisa's hairstyle is coming to the online store. I'm gonna guess in about a month or 2. The model was included in 6.1. So that means it will probably be out before 6.2, and it fits Bun Girls. So I'm actually waiting for that hairstyle. I've wanted that hairstyle since I saw it, and I either want that or I want the Gear Abanya Plat. I think that's how you pronounce it. I do have that one in game. I tried it on my Elizon and it didn't work for Elizons, I don't think. I didn't like it on my Elizon. And it doesn't work on Bun Girls yet, so hopefully it'll work on Bun Girls soon. In the meantime, I'm paying lots of money to the esthetician to just try on a bunch of different hairstyles for no reason. Good times. Anyway, yeah, housing is kind of a mess, but we'll get there. It's a cute new emote too, by the way. Anyway, yeah, so cool. Have a great day, week, time. Have a great time. You know what? Have a great time.